Crystal Palace away, one of the ones that always fills me with a little bit of dread, because from Manchester to Crystal Palace, south side of London, particularly a night match in midweek, is one of the worst, I think. Thankfully today, RRG Group, who are one of the sponsors that I have on the vlog, have supplied me for the day with a Toyota Corolla, which is doing over 50 miles to the gallon, and it's hybrid, it's beautifully smooth, really like it. But I've had some journeys down here. I've had a flat tyre, I've had a broken window which had to be repaired down at Selhurst Park. I've had one where I got to come off the A23, I think it is, when you're going towards Croydon, where there was a traffic jam that cost me 2 hours. Peter Barnes was with me to do co-commentary that day. We just made it for kick-off, so this is always a game I feel with a little bit of dread. But today, hopefully anyway, this will be a smoother one. But certainly as far as a fan coming down from Manchester today, this isn't the best, but a little bit better for me today, I have to say. I've been fairly lucky. Well, I made it. A lovely smooth drive down actually in the end. It'll be a late night when I get back tonight, but it's well worth it to watch the Blues. Before I hear from some of the fans who are at the game, who've made the journey down or perhaps live locally or whatever, I've been speaking to Neda Manua, former City defender, who of course was a teammate of Patrick Vieira at City. Here are his thoughts on the Crystal Palace manager.
Mancini kind of brought him in for the dressing room and all that stuff. And like, what a guy. Because I remember back in the day, my biggest memories of Vieira was when we'd be at like Main Road and he's just flicking balls over midfielders' heads and stuff like this, just completely humiliating City over and over and over. But then he came in, really nice guy, hard worker, doing all that he could. And he was like, he had the presence, you know, like, because he was a Premier League great and he's at City. Like, this is weird. Why is Patrick Vieira just there? Why am I chatting to him? You know, it just felt like, for me personally, I was like, what, like, he like coming in, you're right, Patrick. He says, yeah, you're right, Nate. I'm like, nah, it's just happening. That's Patrick Vieira. No way should this be at City at all. But you could see he has a true understanding of the game. He's played in England, played in France, played in Italy, to name but 3 places. And he's played for some very big clubs and won everything. His leadership, he was a captain of a team that never lost a game in the Premier League. And he's not one of those over the top, like shouting for the sake of the crowd to see that he's shouting, but nobody on the field respects him. Like, everybody respects him. So when he speaks, you listen. And I think the way he's gone into management with his vision in terms of how he wants to play, like, it didn't go that well from in France, I don't think. But in terms of England, he commanded respect straight away. And Palace, they're like a new side. Like, if you compare this Palace side to the Roy Hodgson Palace side, like, I bet down there the fans are happy to go to games now because they think they might get something exciting as opposed to potentially just getting a result. So yeah, I could see him being a coach, and I'm glad to see him doing well because he, you know, like as I say, you'd do well to find anybody with a bad word to say about him, apart from maybe Roy Keane, I guess.
My name's Lavin Douglas. I am from Hopkins, Minnesota, which is in the United States, but we all go to school at North Dakota State University in Fargo. We're here on a foreign tour for our soccer team. We're playing 4 games against a couple different teams, and we are touring around the city of London as well.
Fantastic.
And yeah, this is our first day really out in the city, and it's been really cool. Did a lot of touristy things, and that's about it so far.
You're all footballers, are you?
Yeah, we all play soccer, football, yeah. That's all we do, really, play football and go to school in the U.S.
And is it getting bigger and bigger over there now?
I mean, sort of, yeah. I would say it's growing. The female football area is growing a lot, especially with our women's team doing so good recently. I feel like that's getting a lot of popularity and helping it grow.
So is this your first Premier League game?
Yeah. And growing up, my club coach always had us watch Man City. We are sitting in the Crystal Palace side, so got to root for them, but it'll be really fun to see it.
What do you think is going to happen tonight? Who's going to win?
You know, I do think Man City's going to win, but I don't know. This is going to be an experience of my lifetime, I guess, you know. So this will probably be one of the highlights of our trip. Super excited. I don't know what to expect, really. I heard the environment's crazy.
Well, enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you.
And are you all in the Crystal Palace area? So
Yes, we are, yeah.
if you're going to support City, you've got to keep quiet.
Oh, we'll keep our mouths shut for sure. Either way, we don't want to intrude too much.
So you're obviously City fans.
Yeah.
Are you from down here? Have you come down today?
I'm from Eastbourne, which is near Brighton, so I've come up to London for this.
You're obviously supporting Ukraine and Zinchenko. Is that the reason why you're a City fan? Or?
No, I've been a City fan since I was 7, so from my granddad.
So he was from up north somewhere, was he?
No, he's from down here, but worked with someone who was a fan since the 60s, so got dragged into it, and then I got dragged into it.
You've just seen the players arrive. I mean, that must be pretty exciting, really, for you to get close up to the players like that.
Yeah, we always, when we go skaters, we always stop and make sure we can see them go in. It's like a massive part of match day, seeing them go in.
You get to a lot of games. You come to Manchester as well.
Yeah, so I go to every home, get away, like home and away, pretty much. Unless I can't get tickets, but I'm there pretty much all the time.
What about today? Is this a tricky game in your mind?
Oh yeah, I think every game now to the end of the season is a difficult one, and it's one we worry about, especially after our loss to you guys a few months ago. So I think it's definitely an important game for us, and hopefully one we're going to win.
I mean, obviously, as you say, Palace won at City.
Yeah.
City have to win every game, really, now, don't they?
Yeah, very important. 3 points every game we play. Can't bottle nothing because it's our title to lose. So.
Well done on the Ukraine shirt, or the Ukraine flag.
We should beat them. You look at our lineup, you look at their lineup, of course we should win tonight. It's one of those, City are a fantastic team, and just what a joy watching them at the moment. Just what a fantastic side, what amazing football we play. I just hope we can do that again tonight.
What am I feeling tonight? Positivity. I like playing Palace, especially away. I feel like at home they can be a bit of a bogey team for us, but away, I like a game against Palace. We tend to do well.
Interesting, because I always think of this as one of the most intimidating away games, because their fans are very
Sure.
loud generally, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, their fans, they've got quite a good support, much like a lot of teams. But I think City's away fans can be quite rowdy ourselves, and I think we've done well in the past in smaller, sort of like football league grounds like Crystal Palace. Think of places like Watford and places like that, very third tier of English football. I think City bring it just as good as Palace could tonight.
After years and years of watching it from home, TV, phone, iPad, I finally get to see a Premier League game live, and here's the truth, I've yet to see a win when I've seen a game live. First match I watched live, Community Shield back in 2011. I don't want to talk about the result, but of course it was a great day out. And back when the Carabao Cup, when City lost on penalties. Hopefully this time tonight I will see a win at last, and I get to see all the boys. It's a shame I can't see Diaz playing tonight, and I just hope he recovers very, very well. But look, I get to see Edison live tonight and see what he's all about. Because I mean this guy's a monster in goal, and it's a privilege to have this guy between the sticks, especially for the next couple of years. And I know there's all this talk about Haaland, especially for the next last 2 days. But at the same time, I don't think Pep will be worried about that. It's all about tonight, getting the result. And, got to wish the boys all the best, get behind them, hopefully get the 3 points back home to Manchester tonight.
I think I first met you in Timișoara.
In Timișoara, right. The first
You're
visit.
from Romania, aren't you?
Right.
What's it like being here again then? I mean, it's been a difficult couple of years, hasn't it?
Yeah, difficult couple of years, and now back from Romania for a visit here and see City again after the COVID period. Incidentally, I had tickets for the Real Madrid game and Burnley game just when the COVID hits and all the season stopped. So now, obviously, I would have liked to come to see Etihad, but maybe in the near future I will be able to return and see a home game. But this one, it's great to see City again live, and hopefully a good result. For us
tonight.
It's not an easy game. It's a tight pitch, so not easy to try and score. But and they won it our ground, but it's not important. But always we had problems here, so hopefully we win.
I thought the first half was a bit slow. We made a few silly mistakes, and we've got to be careful because if we keep making them mistakes, we're going to give them the chance to score a goal. I thought Phil Foden was a little bit quiet, if I'm honest. Nice work with Cancelo and Grealish down the left. I think if we just had that striker in, we could have had a goal, you know. Let's just hope the second half brings us a goal.
Disappointed in what a win every match. I'm disappointed. Maybe just one of them nights didn't go for us tonight. I really am disappointed. Got loads of chances should have been put away. You know, it's easy for me to say while I'm in the stands, but you know, we should have 3 or 4 goals in there.
Where does that lead the title race?
We're still going to win the league. I'm sure about that, but it doesn't help. We've got to win these games away. It doesn't help at all. You know, I mean, Liverpool win the game now. It's 1 point. We've got to play Liverpool. It's something easy against Liverpool. You know, we expect to beat them. But I'm really disappointed tonight. I bet maybe I'm just a bit frustrated, but I really am disappointed tonight. I've never been like that for a long time. I don't want to be like this again for a long time either.
Just lacks a little bit of something there in the game tonight. Up front, just didn't connect. A lot of sideways passes. But in fairness, it's not the end of the season. A point at Selhurst Park is a good point, in my personal opinion. I thought John Stones was solid throughout the game. We'll move on. We've got a tricky game at Burnley. Hopefully Mikel Arteta can do us a favour during the week. Arsenal are flying at the moment. It's not an easy game to go to the Emirates at the moment with their kind of upward curve in the way they're playing. Wash ourselves down. Got a cup game at the weekend. Onwards and upwards. 3 away games in a very short space of time. At the end of a long season, it's tough. It's tough. But we're City and we'll keep on fighting.
It wasn't good enough, really. We had the chances to win that game, but just not good enough, really. Bernardo should have scored second half, but I don't understand the subs. I don't know why he didn't change it. You know, it's not working. You change it, so I just don't get it. But
what would you have done differently then?
I'm just trying to think who we had on the bench, but.
Jesus was on the bench.
Jesus was on the bench. He could have come on bringing some attacking threat. Grealish did nothing for me tonight, especially as he had probably his best game in a City shirt against United last weekend. I just couldn't understand that. It was just so frustrating. And now Liverpool, if they beat Arsenal in the week, they go within 1 point, and that's hairlines then, and it's just so frustrating.
Not over though, is it?
Of course it's not over, but we were 8 points ahead, and we were saying we're gonna, potentially that's another one for us. And so now to think it can be 1 point. It's going to come down to that game in April between us and Liverpool now.
I thought it was great. I've never been to a professional soccer game before, so it was a really good experience for me and my team. And it was a really good atmosphere to be around so many people. So it was really exciting.
Where are you from?
I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in USA. The city of brotherly love. So yeah, I play at Jefferson University.
There was a lot of singing. I mean, are you used to that when you go to American sports events? They don't sing quite as much as that, do they?
Definitely not as much, but I was trying my best to kind of fit in, but I didn't know the words.
All right, well, have a safe journey and enjoy the rest of your trip.
Thank you.
Hey, my name is Emerson Brown. I've supported Man City since 1970, a 10-year-old. I come here today and Silva, you let me down. I've held you in the highest regard, but an open net. What are you touching the ball more than once for? Put the ball in the back of the net. That's what you get. That's what wins a game. What do you think of the game today? City were poor. They were poor today, and they let Liverpool in. They're talking about Liverpool going for the four-timer. This is their opportunity. Because I didn't think that City could drop a point here today. 2 points, no.
A win, draw or lose, I'm always here. Happens to be a draw today. I thought City did everything but score. Obviously they hit the post, threw everything but the kitchen sink really forward. Credit, I think, to Crystal Palace, who put in terrific effort. It was like a cup tie out there. They really did work the socks off. And I think in the end, to be honest, they probably deserved the draw. This is hardly a title decider, although it's a big blow, of course, to City, and it puts even more pressure on now for that Liverpool game. But thanks very much to RRG Group, obviously the car today, to MusicMagpie and to Timpson for supporting these matchday vlogs. Hope you enjoy them. A rich variety as always of different types of people who've contributed, and hopefully the same thing at Southampton on Sunday in the FA Cup quarter-final. But despite the fact that the result didn't go quite City's way this way, and despite the fact that I won't be on until about 4 in the morning, it'll be a long, long day, you know what, it's still great to be a Blue.